Hi and welcome to the second part of my home office tour. In this episode, we're going to take a look at some of the new updates about my desk setup, my wall decor, and the many plans I have in my workspace. If you're interested in any of the products in my setup, there's a link to everything in the video description below. On my previous video, one of you asked for the dimensions of my room. To recap, my workspace measured 3.33 meters in length, 1.91 meters in depth, and 2.56 meters in height. Despite the limited space, I've managed to create an organized and accessible setup. Moving on to my chair, I was lucky enough to receive the Seeho V1 for review. This chair has been a game changer for me in terms of comfort and support. I've been using it for over 8 hours a day for the past 2 months, and it has exceeded all my expectations. If you're interested in hearing my initial thoughts on the Seeho V1, I've posted a video about it on my channel. Overall, I'm quite surprised by its quietness and build quality, and I highly recommend it. Speaking of comfort, one thing that also made a significant difference in my workspace is my rug. I bought it at Leroy Merlin over a year ago, and it helped me to create a cozy and inviting atmosphere in my space. Not only does it add some personality to the room, but it also provides a soft surface for my feet to rest on while I work. Additionally, I wanted to give you an update on the new cable management tray that I mentioned in my previous video. I bought it on Amazon for $20 per tray, and it has made a huge difference in improving the aesthetics of the space. One thing that brings the entire room together is the paint color. It's a very dark gray, almost black, from a brand called Titan Pro, and the color code is TP408. It perfectly complements other elements such as the walnut accents and the plants. Speaking of plants, I have 2 fake ones hanging on this corner of the room, and I reserved the other 2 spots to the golden pothos and the heartleaf philodendron. The first one is known for its air purifying qualities and its ability to thrive in low light conditions. Meanwhile, the second is another low-maintenance plant that adds a pop of color to the space. Having plants in my workspace not only helps to purify the air and add some visual interest, but it also creates a more calming and relaxing atmosphere, which is important for me when I'm working for long periods of time. Moving on to the wall decor, I have 2 frames with the assembled iPhone from X-Reart. They're really cool, but I would have preferred a walnut frame with a black background, just to keep the consistent aesthetics. Then I have 4 Moslanda shelves from IKEA in walnut. They're cheap, well designed, and more importantly, they match perfectly with everything else. As for the lighting, I have a Wiz LED strip attached behind my desk and a Tetria lamp from IKEA with a light bulb also from Wiz. Proper lighting can help to reduce eye strain, improve focus, and boost your energy levels. That's why I also opted to cover the window with this diffuser sticker, which also provides privacy from the outside world. My windows also have a mosquito net to keep insects away and protect my plants. Each of the plants on my shelves has its unique needs and care requirements. For example, the Monstera adansonii prefers bright, indirect light, since direct sunlight can scorch the leaves. Watering once a week is a good guideline, but it's also important to check the soil moisture before watering, as overwatering can lead to root rot. The Anthurium clarinervium thrives in consistent moisture, so the soil should be kept evenly moist but not soggy. This plant is native to tropical rainforest and appreciates higher humidity levels and filtered light. On the other hand, the silver, golden, and neon pothos are quite adaptable and can thrive in a range of lighting conditions, including low light, moderate indirect light, and even some direct light. They can tolerate some neglect and are forgiving if you forget to water them occasionally. However, it's best to allow the top inch of soil to dry out between watering to avoid overwatering. Consider researching the toxicity levels of each plant before introducing them into your home, while also keeping in mind factors like soil quality, air circulation, choice of fertilizers, and seasonal changes, which can all impact plant health and growth. I really enjoy taking care and watching them grow and thrive in my home. Not only do they provide a natural element to my decor, but they also help to create a more calming and peaceful environment. In fact, studies have shown that having plants in the workspace can help to reduce stress and increase productivity. The pots I'm using are from a brand called Canso. They're made of repurposed agricultural byproducts, such as coffee beans husk and recycled plastic. I also have this propagation station from them, which works incredibly well. This bendable coco coir pole stick and the bamboo stem. The Fialbo shelving units from IKEA have been a great addition to my workspace. They have a sleek and modern design, with a metal frame and wooden surface, which match perfectly with the aesthetics of my room. I use the taller unit to display my plants, and it provides the perfect amount of space for them to grow and flourish. Additionally, I can store other items, such as bags and accessories on the shelves. However, I've noticed that it tends to attract a lot of dust, which can be a bit of a hassle to clean. I use the shorter unit to store my photo and video equipment, but it also serves as a charging station for my electronic devices. On top of it, I hung up a Scottish backboard from IKEA to accommodate various accessories such as keyboards and tablets. IKEA offers a great variety of hangers to take advantage of vertical storage, such as these baskets, containers, shelves, and hooks. I love this so much that I added another one on the left side of my desk, and it serves as an additional storage solution for various items I frequently use. I'm not a big fan of the black though. I originally wanted the wood version, but it wasn't available since they only had the white one. So I decided to spray paint it to better match the aesthetics of the space, although it scratches very easily. I also have 3 extra desk shelves on the taller shelf that I've received for review, and now I'm using them as a base to support my plants. The metal desk shelf is from Agmonk, and it's called Gather. It has a sleek and minimal design, with a powder-coated steel frame, which allows you to use magnetic desk organizers, such as headphone stands, MagSafe stands, and small trays. On the other hand, the setup cockpit from Balolo has a unique and customizable design, and has become my favorite desk shelf. It features screw holes on the bottom that allow mounting modular accessories like this tray or iPad, iPhone or MacBook stands. If you haven't watched it yet, I've made an entire video unboxing about it where I share my thoughts on it. In this corner of the studio, there used to be a big closet that I've replaced with a small cloth hanger. I actually made it recycling my old shelf and a kitchen rail from IKEA. To achieve the aged look on the wood, I used a product called Bitumen of Judea, which is a very dark substance derived from natural asphalt that has many applications. Before the end of the video, I wanted to make a quick recap of all the changes I made from part 1. The first noticeable change is the absence of the second monitor. I finally got rid of it, and in its place, I put the microphone boom arm. I also found out that I can use a tripod head to extend the reach of the microphone, and it's actually a really nice improvement. Now I have much more control over its position, and it's much easier and quicker to take it out. Then I switched the GrooveMate desk shelf with the Balolo setup cockpit, and I'm loving the new holder for the iPad, the higher feet on the shelf, and its new large size trays. On the right, I'm using a smaller version of the setup cockpit that has a MagSafe stand, 2 laptop stands, and an additional phone holder. I'm loving this configuration since it keeps everything I need within arm's reach, and the fact that I can easily switch between my 2 Macs makes it highly efficient. Moving on to other updates, we find this new mechanical keyboard from Mode. I picked the Sonnet, and it has replaced the Apple keyboard. Even though I had to sacrifice the Touch ID, I've been extremely happy with it since. The typing experience is extremely satisfying, and the build quality is top-notch. Lastly, to improve the lighting in my videos, I bought a second autopole from Manfrotto to hang this massive Light Dome 2 softbox and the Godox VL150. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a dedicated video about all my filmmaking equipment, and I would be very happy to make one. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Remember that all the items in my setup are listed in the video description below, as well as awesome coupon codes. I have some exciting new projects in the works to update the aesthetics of the studio, including new slat wall panels and wall shelves. Stay tuned for more details in the upcoming video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.